Happy Monday, everybody. A beautiful weekend behind us and some more mild weather ahead of us, at least for a little bit, and then we see some more rain chances return to the area. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. You are watching Weather Overtime. This is our online video weather blog to give you an idea as to more of what's going on out there so we can explain things rather than during a shorter TV weathercast to give you an idea, again, about what's happening out there. And as of right now, not doing too bad for the next couple of days, but we do see again the potential of more scattered showers and maybe the potential of some flash flooding coming our way. A little on the iffy side there. We'll explain that coming up here in just a little bit. More weather always available, wdef.com/weather. Drop me a line at aonek@wdef.com. If you've got anything to say or want to see something different on here, let us know. We'd love to know more about that. For the Almanac, at least for the early evening edition, we did manage to, again, get to about close to a record high, 78 degrees today. Last record high close to that was 82, set back in 1956. A little breezy today, but not bad. Temperatures, again, very much on the mild side, and those southerly winds helping to keep the temperatures up. Nothing in the rain gauge for today. We are still ahead for the month and for the year, but only by fractions of an inch, so we could definitely use some more in the way of rainfall there. Beautiful sunset for tonight, and going to be seeing those a lot earlier as we go into around this Sunday as we start to work our way toward the area of daylight saving time. That begins this Sunday morning, so get ready for that changeover once again. Thanks to Ned Smith from Trenton, Georgia. Beautiful view of some Bradford Callery pear trees and a beautiful sunlit day out there, starting to see the blossoms on the trees and unfortunately a lot more pollen out there. So if you've got any plans to go outdoors, definitely want to think about those antihistamines from your doctor, and again, make certain you got that handkerchief ready. If you got any pictures out there, send them to us, please, at pictures@wdef.com, or find us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, or on Facebook. Good places to start on that. We've got a little bit of cooler air sitting behind a cold front, and we're in that warmer section just around to the south of a warm front area. The cold front is going to drop our direction in the next couple of hours. We'll be seeing that into tonight. That'll bring us some slightly cooler air, but notice that around the front itself, outside of a few clouds, we see nothing in the way of precipitation, anything in the way of rainfall. That is confined way on back to the north of us. New York State, central Pennsylvania, and back into the Great Lakes. There's just really not that much going on at this point. Now, we do have several systems lined up and ready to go that are coming our direction, but they're going to be riding along these dips in this storm system coming on through, and they will be picking up more moisture coming in from off the Gulf of Mexico. So that means that we will be seeing more chances of rainfall, but what's going to be happening is it's going to be starting well to our west at first and then heading our direction into the course of the next few days, kind of piecemeal more than anything else, but we will see that potential of more rainfall coming through, especially as we go toward about the middle of the week and afterwards. For the rest of the evening tonight, bus stop temperatures tomorrow very close to our normal highs. So very mild as we go toward Tuesday morning. Briefly, again, thanks to that cold front coming through, we'll get into the lower 70s briefly before temperatures drop into the 60s and possibly even the 50s by mid-evening as we go into about Tuesday evening. Then Wednesday morning, that's where we start to see much cooler weather arrive with numbers back in the mid to upper 30s across a good portion of Tennessee, lower 40s into around portions of northeastern Alabama. Then watch the area close to the screen here on the western side, and we start to see more of those showers drift our direction getting into around Wednesday evening. We're not looking at a huge amount, at least just yet. And so far, we're not showing up anything in the way of severe weather, so good news there. But we are seeing that march of systems coming on through and giving us more chances of rainfall into the next several days. So if you have plans for being outdoors, you will see, again, the potential of some heavier rainfall, but it's going to be spread over the area of about maybe a week or so. So yes, there is the potential of heavier rainfall coming on through into the next several days, especially out west, but it looks like it's going to be more of a gradual thing, but we do still see the possibility of maybe the potential of some flash flooding taking place. It doesn't look like much right now. Marginal threat, again, as we go into and around Thursday, but the heaviest activity going on way back to our west. We just need to watch the area here. If there's a possibility of flash flooding that looks to become more credible and closer to the forecast time, we will let you know on that, so stay tuned for more there. Very much on the mild side. Very warm as we go into Tuesday, so some very nice conditions showing up here. Getting into the rest of the week, mid to upper 50s to lower 60s over the next several days. We'll kind of wobble back and forth in between on that, and chances of rainfall will be sticking with us for the next several days, starting Wednesday evening through Thursday, Friday, off and on through the weekend, and going all the way into and around portions of next Monday. So we see chances of rainfall out there. What we are not seeing is winter weather. Too warm at this point in time for anything involving winter conditions out there. Yes, we will see some cooler conditions out there from time to time, especially some lower 40s by next week, but for right now, the chances are for just rain, not snow, not thunderstorms. And again, for early Sunday morning, remember that it's time to do that weird thing we all do, but we don't know why, skipping forward by an hour to begin daylight saving time once again. Why we still do this, I have no idea. Now toward next, it's a legitimate question, really it is. Number again, through the next week, we should be seeing the potential of some much colder air dropping southward. So by the time we work our way into the area, by the time we go through about next week, we see that potential of maybe some much colder air through about the Ides of March. Numbers way down into the 50s, maybe even coming close to the 40s as we get for high temperatures into the end portion of next week. But once again, remember that's still quite a ways off, so a lot can change between here and there. Like to have us visit your classroom as we close out the 2023 spring semester. Go to wdef.com/weather and click on Weather in the Classroom to fill out the form to let us know your name, grade level, how many students we'll be talking to, school, address, things like that. And we'll be in touch with you as soon as we possibly can to schedule a visit. Want to know more about what's going on with Weather in the Classroom? Head to my YouTube page for the What I Want to Know show. If you'd like to know more about programming your weather radio when everything is nice and quiet and there's nothing going on, now's a great time to do that at wdef.com/weather. And of course, there are more severe spotter training sessions. The group is called Skywarn for Tennessee at National Weather Service in Morristown, teaching Meigs County this week, March 9th, and Marion County in about a week or two, March 21st. That'll be in Decatur and Jasper, Tennessee, respectively. And then as we go into the end of the month, about the last week of March, you can take a class from the National Weather Service in Huntsville. That'll be for DeKalb and Jackson County, Alabama, counties, I should say. And you can get more information on that by going to the National Weather Service websites out there. And again, big thanks to the National Weather Service for posting these out there. It is free, but you do have to register at their website for a seat just so they know how many people are showing up and in case they need to switch to a bigger venue. So if you'd like to be the eyes and ears of the National Weather Service, great opportunity to do so. Just head to their websites, weather.gov/MRX or /HUM for more information about how you can show up and learn to be more a concerned citizen spotting for weather for the National Weather Service. And all that and much more will be posted on my social media pages. You can find me out there at various locations, so see where I hop around to in and around areas besides Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Coming up, again, we'll take more of a look into later on this week of how much rainfall we're going to get. That'll be, again, for tomorrow's Weather Overtime. Questions, concerns, got anything you want to know, email me at aonek@wdef.com and drop by our website for more information at wdef.com/weather. And as always, again, on our website, you can find out much more about what's going on with the weather, even when we're not on the air. So good opportunity to stop by and see what's going on. Tons of graphics, tons of information available there, wdef.com/weather, so stop by there for more information. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. You've been watching Weather Overtime. Thanks again for joining us for Monday's edition, and we'll have more coming up throughout the rest of the week, and of course more tonight on News 12. Chip Chapman has your forecast bright and early Tuesday morning starting at 5 a.m. Eastern. Thanks for joining us tonight.